Should you blog for your business? This is something I get asked a lot of times by ambitious business owners who really want to improve their impact online, and they've been told they should do a blog. It can be a good idea, it can be a disaster, and in this video I'm going to tell you in a few minutes or less how to avoid the disaster part. So my name's Fiona from Fact Promotions, where we create websites and online systems to elevate your business or charity to the next level. And one of the things I love to share with people is just dispelling these myths when they hear, oh, I should do this and I should do that and I should do the other. So today we're talking about, should you do a blog? I hear this a lot, as I say, and people will say, oh, and watch my face. Oh, should I do a blog? And their face is like that. The answer, if your face looks like that, is no, absolutely not. But that doesn't mean your website shouldn't have a blog. Blogs can be great. They give good content, they can add value, they can share some insight about your business. They can really add something to your website. So if you want to get across the personality of your business, or what it's like to work with you, or to be a service user in your charity or non-profit, a blog is a great way to get that anecdotal stuff across and show a human face to it. Even if it's not a video blog, if it's a written blog, you can still get that humanity across. They're also good for search engines. They've got a lot of good content in there. Make sure you've got lots of keywords in there that people pick up. I don't mean a bulleted list, it needs to be conversational. So they can be really good for your website. The difference is, it sounds weird, the face. If somebody says to you, oh yeah, I should do a blog, they shouldn't do a blog. And the reason why is your website should always be authentic. Your website should represent you, who you are, and what you believe online. So if you can do a blog and you think, actually, this is really fun, I'm really enjoying this, I like to share something I've learned or an experience we've had or help someone avoid a pitfall in my industry, that's great. That's good content. And that energy comes across. Okay. So let's say you're not the person to do that. That doesn't mean you shouldn't have one on your website. If you have a team, look at who you have on your team who really likes to get a chat on with the customer, who's always got a great, oh, somebody said something nice, or somebody had this issue and we overcame it by that. The people who are the storytellers in your business, they could be the people to do the blog. If you're the owner or manager, then you can be the person who says, yeah, you do 80% of it. I will run it by, through the filter to make sure that it's suitable, it's okay to go out, or give you some guidelines, and then we can put it online. Because whoever does it, it needs to be consistent. So number one is, please don't say you're going to blog every week unless you genuinely, really, hand on heart, believe you can. Because a lot of people say that, I'm going to blog every week. They might do it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe even for a couple of months, and then it tails off. And what that puts out about your company is that you start well and you tail off. Nobody wants that. You don't want to give that impression about your company. So I personally blog once a month. That's plenty. I've got it in my schedule. I've got it in my diary. So it pops up. It's time to do the blog. If you don't diarise it, it doesn't happen in my world, I can tell you that. So that would be number two. If you're going to do it, stick it in the diary, get it in writing. If all else fails, get it in writing. And number three, have some fun with it. I'm more than happy to share, the results that we produce for clients who want to improve their e-commerce, or results that we get for clients who want to get more traffic to their website and all of that sort of thing. But you've got fun stories too. You've got people who go, in our case, oh, I hate tech. Don't show me the tech. Don't talk to me about tech. And by the end of it, they're saying, actually, it's not that bad. You've made it make sense, or you've walked me through it. They're nice stories to share in a blog as well. So a blog isn't teaching. People don't want to be taught. Nobody wants to be taught, but we all like to learn. There is a difference. I'm not going to get into that. It's a much longer video. If you want some help with this, reach out to me. You can find me at factpromotions.co.uk, or go to websitemasterybook.com and grab yourself a copy of my new book that can walk you through all of these elements of what makes a successful website really, really deliver results. Until then, come and find me. Not hard to find. Remember, only do it on your website if it's authentic, whether it's a blog or not.